everyone, it's Jennifer, and we have our next Tour Data Talks today, and I have my co-host Danushki with me. Do you want to go ahead and introduce our special guest?
Yes, so today we have Jyoti Gautam. Jyoti is currently a Tableau featured author with me. Shameless plug. Jyoti recently received a Viz of the Day for her Viz about podcasts, which was really cool. We are huge fans of you, Jyoti. We love all your work, especially your data art that incorporates math and whatnot. So we're huge fans and we're so excited that you're here today with us. And thank you for joining.
Thank you, Jennifer and Danushki, for having me here. It's very cool to have a special. Thank you for having
me. Yeah.
Thank you. Well, to kick off the conversation, I think it's always a fun place to start with when did you get started with Tableau? What has been your Tableau journey in learning?
It's not been very long. It's like last year when the pandemic hit. We had the lockdown, and we were discussing to get into some things to keep us busy all the time. So that was the time when I thought that I need to level up my learnings, and I want to get into the data science field, because in my office I wasn't doing all the work related to data. So I started working on data science. I started with statistics, then I started with data analysis, doing work on Python, working on various models, data prep, data extraction, and then data modeling, all that stuff. And I was really enjoying the Python libraries which were related to visualization, like Matplotlib, Seaborn. Those were really intriguing for me. And meanwhile, Tableau, I think, introduced that 90-day subscription fee for e-learning path. That was really the thing. When I got into touch with Tableau, I started going through all the videos and everything. But still, that was the thing, that it was line chart, bar chart, and all the simple charts on Show.me. But on LinkedIn, I had few connections in data science area who were dealing with data visualization. And one fine day, somebody posted a visualization for the Makeover Monday community project. And I was like, wow, what is this? And I didn't know about Makeover Monday and anything. So I even don't know the person who posted that. I just know this. So I went over the Makeover Monday site and explored their data sets. And there is a discussion tab where we can see people posting different visualizations. Those were like, I was like, this is not Tableau, because I don't do this on Tableau. So that was the time I got introduced to Tableau Public and the DataFam community. And I think from October 2020, I started being consistent with my Makeover Monday projects. And I also started collecting ideas and data to put in something of my own as well, because I was seeing people on IronQuest and IronViz coming up with a lot of ideas. Those were really like, wow, what are they doing? So yeah, and second thing was like, I was very much into data arts. Like I really love doing the generative art, and I love doing the abstract painting, doodling, and all these things. Really, it was like I got all these things combined in Tableau. So yeah, that was the time when I started, and from then, I think I'm consistent.
Yeah. I love that you've gotten started because of COVID and the lockdown. That's fantastic. And the stuff that I can't say enough, I'm obsessed with your art and mathematics. I just love everything that you've put out so far. So I'm excited to have you join the community and you've been a lot more actively involved, and it's been fantastic.
We'll have to have you on a Her Data Learn soon so you can teach us some Python.
Yes.
Or, yeah, I can do that. I will deal with the database libraries, Matplotlib, Seaborn, and there are many of the new things coming up. If you have seen work by Alexander Volomov, he's dealing with those maps, and he's doing really cool stuff on Python.
He's amazing.
Yeah, so that is the thing I also want to do. Hopefully in the next coming months, I will be able to do that.
Every time he posts something on Twitter, I'm like, okay, that's obviously not Tableau. There's no way he's doing that on Tableau. What do you know? It's on Tableau. So, sorry. Okay. So Jyoti, where do you get your inspiration from? We're huge fans of you, and we're always like, oh, I wonder if she saw this data and then went for, her biz idea, or did she just get inspiration by looking at even a photo or a picture or an image, and then she's like, oh, I should, create a viz, be inspired by this image. How does your process kind of start?
It's like, I started with the DataFam community, so I mostly get my inspiration from there only. People regularly post things like there are new things coming up each day from somebody from different corners of the world. So that is the biggest source of inspiration. And Tableau Zen Masters, who constantly share with us different sources from where we can get the data and all the things which Tableau ambassadors do. I mean, it's a really cool thing done by Tableau that they have provided this thing like BOTD, Tableau, and Zen masters and ambassadors sharing different ideas, and it really helps to get inspired. And I think that is the main thing through which I get inspired, like people working on their own data, recording their own data daily. That inspires me to do the work.
Love it.
Yeah.
So outside of the data community, what are some things people don't know about you? Hobbies or various different things that you would want to share?
I think I'm an open book. People mostly know everything. Like apart from data visualization, I do read a lot of books. I am a bookworm. I read books on business, psychology, science, and I do read a lot of biographies on scientists and people in business. Steve Jobs, biography written on him is one of my favorites right now. Apart from that, I do write things about my life, and though I didn't have any blog yet, but I do write. And one thing which people might not be knowing is that I'm a curly hair enthusiast. So is that in India, there is a notion that people don't really embrace curly and natural hair. And people say that we can have straight and smooth hair, then we are more personality. But that is not the thing. We should start accepting the natural things as well. So whenever I get in touch with anybody who have naturally curly hair, I always encourage them to go for the products which are natural, and I promote curly hair.
Okay, I love that.
I love that too. And now I'm like, what do you do when you have partially curly and partially straight? If anybody out there can tell me what I do with that. But I love the curls. I've always wanted to have a full head of curls, but
So I am one of those people, Jyoti, that you should like convert, because I have curly hair. Now my hair is not as curly as your beautiful locks, but it's pretty wavy, and I straighten my hair all the time. and everyone is
love
like,
the
why do you
curls.
do that? So
As a straight-haired girl, like I get obsessed when I see. Actually, it's at my eye. Like curly hair, I love it because I've always wanted curly hair. So anybody that has curly hair, I'm all about it.
okay, here's my first step. Not the next Her Data video, my hair will be natural. How about that?
Yes. I'm gonna hold you to that because I don't know if how many times I've seen it on that. I've seen it curly.
Yeah.
Love to see those.
That's fantastic. And I might try to curl my hair. I don't know what to do with it, but I might try. We're gonna do a curly hair.
We're gonna do a curly hair video.
I might need some help, but okay, we're gonna figure that out. Love it.
I know, and it sounds like we're going to have a book by you sometime. I don't know. Have you ever thought about writing a book?
No, as of now, no. But yeah, you never know.
Yes, you never know. I can see
Never
it.
say never, right? Because then you're like, okay, so I guess I'm writing a book now.
Exactly.
It just happens.
We should have started the book first of all.
What's that? I didn't hear you.
It's like we should have time to write the book.
Exactly. I totally agree.
Yeah.
This work and things go like that. I can get time, really.
If only I could take a sabbatical. Can I take
Yeah.
a sabbatical, Kevin? I think if I could take a sabbatical, we'll call it a paid sabbatical. I don't know that I would write a book. I don't think that's how I would spend my time. Like the first thing on my list would probably be to do nothing. Well, yeah, curl my hair every day because then I would have time. But I probably would just sit on the couch and Netflix all day long.
You might get bored of that, and then you'll be like, ooh.
I'm going to write a book. I wonder how long it would take. Okay, I'm on another tangent, but I'm just wondering how long it would take for this sabbatical before like I've exhausted all other opportunities and then I start writing the book.
Sounds like you need a viz about that.
Anywho, okay, moving on. Sorry.
Sorry, let's come back to Jyoti. Okay, Jyoti, are you ready for the 5 rapid fire questions you're about to answer?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, whatever comes in your mind first, just let it out, okay? All right, first question. What candy bar best describes your personality and why?
Gummy bears, I think. Gummy bears.
Whoa!
Because I'll tell you, because I am a kiddo at heart. I love being funny, playing, teasing my brother, teasing everybody at my home. So that is the thing through which I charge my battery. Like when I'm completely bored and I'm completely out of my mind, like I don't know, I don't feel positive. I do this. So gummy bears describe me best.
You're ornery. So you sound ornery.
What's that?
So you sound ornery. Like I'm a little ornery. Like when I get bored, I'm kind of goofy and I get into mischief and I would tease people. Yeah.
Yeah. We're all little kids at heart. I like that.
I like the gummy bears.
Yeah. Okay. So putting you on the spot now, who is your favorite Zen master?
Oh. That's a question. I cannot name one.
Top 3.
Come on.
Okay, so who have you felt really influenced by recently? Maybe not saying that they're your favorite, but any of the Zen masters really been influential in teaching?
I'll name the first Zen master whom I followed, Ken Flerlich.
Yes.
He's
fantastic.
He is pretty awesome.
I love that you said Ken. You may not know. So his twin brother is our boss, and so there's always a joke about like, well, which Flerlich twin? And well, Ken's fabulous, Kevin.
And sometimes we call Kevin Ken just to bug him. Anyway.
You know, see, we're on too.
What is your go-to karaoke song? Don't tell me you can't sing, because I can hear some.
We all got a little bit of Celine or Whitney in us. Come on.
Okay. I think if you have heard the one Best Day in My Life by American authors.
Yeah.
Yes. I like it. Now we need to play the song over over the rest of the fantastic.
That's awesome. What is your favorite Tableau tip?
There are many. Favorite one, I would say, when I got that tip using show hide containers to swap the shapes, that was kind of magical. So that is the best one.
Nice.
There's some that just like stick in your mind, like that was a game changer. I love that. Yeah, that's fantastic. I love that one.
If you could give one piece of advice to a Tableau newbie, what would it be?
My advice to Tableau beginners would be to do not come on the design path first. First, stick with the analytics because it is a responsibility. First, put the things in front of audience right. Put design is equally important because want to create a visual connection with the audience. Then we require the design factor as well. But our first most priority should be the analytical part to get the analytics correct, to get the pattern correct in front of them. And I have a second tip also. Should I say?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. So the second one is that beginners don't start publishing on Tableau Public because they think that their visualization is not up to the marks that can be sent or submitted for Viz of the Day. So I would say just start publishing the stuff. You will climb the ladder step by step. Just don't sit back and think that when I will be good enough, then I will post. No, just start posting, start practicing, you will get that.
I love that. That is the most perfect advice, both parts. I think the intimidation to post things on Tableau Public and engage with the community, that was so me. And I think now, like the hesitation, should I post, should I not post? Now I love being able to look back and look at the things that I first published and go, gosh, I would do that so different. I think having that journal of your learning is really nice. So even if it isn't like in 10 years your most favorite thing, put it out there. The feedback is great too. But what you said about just in general, like I think that's really great advice. That's fantastic. I love it.
Yeah. And looking at analytics before your design, I think that's good advice too, because some people like you and get intimidated by design when they look at Tableau Public stuff posted on Twitter and Tableau Public, and they think, oh, immediately I need to do that. I need to design an upside down twirling bar chart, and sometimes your analytics is lost there. So yeah.
I totally appreciate that. And my first viz on Tableau Public, I tried to do a Sankey. I did a Sankey, but it was, I remember having this conversation with Danushki. She's like, what? You're doing a Sankey? And I think I got ahead of myself. And then it took me a while to go back and I had to relearn the basics because what's the story? The Sankey made no sense. Like my first viz, anybody that wants to check it out at me. But anyways, great advice. I love it. We are so excited that you joined us. Anything else you want to share or add? Putting you on the spot.
I would add that I'm a big fan of you too.
Oh, thank you. That feels like that was scripted. That's so thank you.
I'll do that $20 later.
Wink.
Jyoti, what's next for you?
Yeah.
So I'm working on the Trio Challenge. We are 6 weeks into that, and we have taken a break of 3 weeks. Then we will start again the 6 weeks, and I think that is the thing. And I'm really working on getting time to work on RWFD challenges, because those are really the things which matter in business world, because that is an awesome community project. I think I would love to work on that.
Yeah.
Completely agree. Love the data sets there, because that is true. I mean, if you're wanting to build out your Tableau Public profile, it's great to have myself included. I mean, I have a lot of more of the creative stuff, but using data sets that are real world business data to build out your Tableau Public, it's a no-brainer. So yeah, I'm excited to see more to come.
Yay. Okay.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good night.
You too.
Thanks for staying up late. Yeah, thank you. Bye.